Enlisted is a game that I usually give a lot of praise to, and while I know that the game has a lot of issues, it seems like everyone else can point out what they are. We all know that the game has a plethora of bugs and an AI system that could use a ton of improvement and some downright horrendous game modes, but what few people seem to complain about is a rather important issue that's been a problem since day one: the communication issue. No, I'm not talking about the developer's lack of transparency, I'm talking about the literal lack of communication options within the game. Look at all the lovely people here on my friends list. Why don't I see how they're doing? Let me just send this guy a message and... Oh, wait, I can't. That's a bit of an issue. Almost every online game that you can play has an option to message your friends, except Enlisted. This rather important and essential feature seems to have just been forgotten by the developers, which makes it very difficult to squad up with people. I know what you're saying, why not just find people through Discord or some other app? Well, if I'm being honest, the truth is that not everyone is willing to use Discord to find other people, and by forcing players to rely on outside apps, the developers are leaving out a large portion of their player base. Let's say, hypothetically, there are 10,000 players on Enlisted, and half of the players are willing to use third-party apps to squad up. I'm just making these numbers up for an example, these aren't real numbers, but that would leave 5,000 players to just fend for themselves in solo queue. In case I haven't made it clear, squadding up with other people gives you a pretty substantial advantage. I'm not saying that everyone in your squad has to be a esports super soldier for this to work, but chances are that the people putting in the effort to find other players to squad up with will be at least a little bit better at the game than the, let's say, the sniper player sitting 200 meters away from the objective. Oh, and the communication issue is arguably worse on console. While players on console may have access to Xbox or PlayStation messaging, anyone who plays the console version of Enlisted does not have the ability to type messages during battle, meaning that if you're on console and need to tell your team something important, well, you better hope that one of the quick chat commands is exactly what you want to say, or else you're kinda out of luck. And lastly, I need to mention the biggest feature that's missing, which is clans. Clans are an essential feature to any multiplayer game. They create a strong community, foster competitive gameplay, and are a great option for new players who are looking to improve. Enlisted does technically have a small handful of clans that exist through apps like Discord, and I bet most of you didn't even know they existed. These community-made clans are typically made up of the utmost competitive and dedicated individuals, since most of the average players simply aren't going to go through all the effort to create or find a clan through a social app. And why should they? Isn't it the job of the game developers to create an environment where all of the players can easily connect with one another in order to have a better experience? I know it's really easy to tell people to use Discord or whatever app you prefer, but if I'm being completely honest, the truth is that a lot of people just aren't gonna do it. I'm trying not to sound entitled, but I think that if you're a developer, it's rather lazy and neglectful to just tell your players to go use Discord if they want to be able to find people to play the game with. I don't really think I'm asking for a lot here. I think a main menu chat and a clan system are very standard features, and there's no reason that Enlisted shouldn't be able to have them. The chat isn't supposed to replace apps like Discord, but you need it to sort of bridge the gap and, you know, like invite people to your servers, that sort of thing. Oh, and add that message typing option for the console players. We can't forget about that. Overall, I think the Enlisted community does a lot to help out the game and the developers, and I'm just asking for the developers to do a little bit more to help the community. If we can get more people to squad up, then on average the matches will actually become more balanced. Because right now the problem is that in most cases there are one or two groups of people partied up, and the rest of the players in a match are all solo queue. If we can increase the number of partied squads so that there's at least one stack on each team, it will go a long way to preventing the awful snowball matches that I don't think anyone enjoys. But until we get a menu chat feature added to Enlisted, Discord is all we've got, and that's a perfect opportunity to let you guys know that I've created a Discord server. I know I must sound so hypocritical right now. I spend a whole video where I criticize that players are forced to rely on Discord, and then I turn around and tell everyone, hey, join my Discord, but at least I can say I did something to try and make things better. So, if you're sick of being stuck with nothing but bad teammates, head on over to my Discord server, link is in the description. It's going to be super chill. I'm not going to require anyone to use voice chat or, oh, you better be online at least once a month or you're banned. No, none of that. It's just a chill place to hang out, have fun, and play your favorite games. I'm going to be doing some contests very soon where you guys can win some awesome prizes, and there's going to be events where, maybe we'll play custom matches or we'll play like another free-to-play game for one evening, and we're just going to try to have a good time. And it's also going to be a place where you can interact with me on a little bit more of a personal level. I'm going to be playing matches with you guys, and I'll even be on the voice chat a little bit, and it's going to be really, really fun. Alright, now enough of me chilling for my new Discord server. You guys take care, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.